Dude, this bass is unlocking a whole new you. Hey, Mr. Divine, whose bass is that?
Oh, this, I'm not even sure that we can call this a bass.
What are you talking about?
There's a small amount of guilt. People have just clicked this video and their mouths have dropped to the floor.
Or they've clicked off it already. They're like, that's not a bass.
SGL. Scott's guitar lessons.
I got it. It took me a second, but I got it. Yeah.
This is actually Mr. Danny Sapko's bass that he brought over. I mean, guitar.
Hold on a minute. It's Mr. Danny Sapko's what?
Guitar.
No.
And a shell
bass.
suit.
Come on, give it to me. Give me that.
Oh, hang on. Wait a minute. I've got Danny's app over it.
Give me the Yorkshire bass, for God's sakes.
Bass.
Oh, yes, dude. That's great.
Yeah, shout out to Danny.
Man.
Thank you, Danny, for lending me this. We actually didn't know that we were going to do this video, so he brought it over just last week and left it for me to diddle about on. And but it just so happens that Ian Martin, lover of the six string, the
true
bass
six string bass,
the true bass, the true 6-string bass, the bass 6, lover of the bass 6, Allison, wanted to make this video, and I do too. It's about what we're here to do, Ian.
We're talking about the failed Fenders. Dun, dun, dun. And it's basically a list of our sort of favorite examples of the times that Fender maybe got it not as right as the flagships, right? Yeah. I mean, Leo Fender comes out in 51, makes the P-Bass, changes the world, changes rock and roll. Do you know that deal? That some people credit Leo Fender with the birth of rock and roll because finally the bass player could turn up.
Yeah.
And then guitar players could turn up, and then the bass player keeps turning up, and now everybody's loud. And it's awesome.
Cheers,
right?
Leo. Yeah, it's actually freaking awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
So, he does that in 51. Then, of course, he makes the jazz bass. But along the way, and I will say, it's not so much Leo, but it's Leo after he sells to CBS.
I was going to say, his hit rate was great.
Pretty great.
Good hit rate. P-bass.
Pretty great.
Jazz bass. Hey,
and
maybe not the video to talk about it on, Music Man. The Stingray.
Oh, right. That's true. That's true.
He had a good hit rate. Yeah.
And he also did the Bass 6. This came out in 61. You're playing a Squire model there. I've got a custom shop one here, so I don't have like an actual vintage one. But we thought we'd start with this because it's historically correct in our timeline of failed Fenders through the ages.
Yeah, we've got a bunch. Ian sent me, I think that we've got over 10 actually, failed Fenders. And we've got some really, really cool clips as well to share of people playing some of these instruments. And unless you're a, complete insane bass nerd, you're probably not going to see these clips anywhere else. So stick around. There's some good stuff coming. Before we go any further, Ian, let me do a quick announcement.
Please.
We have just relaunched the membership at Scott's Bass Lessons. And to sell, and basically the short story is that we really wanted to reinvent the membership and add a bunch of new interactive features to it, because as online learning is evolving, what we're seeing talking to our students is that they want what they had before, but they also want a lot more interaction. They want it to be more interactive because, to be honest, there's content everywhere. Like you're watching this, right?
Yes.
There is content. We're swimming in a sea of content every single day. So we wanted to make the membership much more interactive. So I've got a quick list. I'm going to read the quick list and then we're going to get into it. Okay.
Let's go.
So these are things that we've actually added to the membership. Okay. We've added weekly practice labs with myself and Ian, where you can get on live every single week and practice with us. We've got monthly interactive workshops with myself, with Ian, with Sharon, and a bunch of other incredible bass educators. And the idea about the monthly interactive workshops is going really deep into a topic, but in an interactive way. So we're all there live together. And then you also get the nice, beautiful edited version as well. We've got Players Path coaching. We've got this incredible performance-focused curriculum within the Scott's Bass Lessons membership called Players Path. Now we've got coaching that happens every single week alongside that, so you can have a coach, be by your side. And then we've also got a brand new beginner's coaching track as well. Because when you're starting out, you need a bit more hand-holding.
Right.
So basically, we've just added all of that into the membership, and to celebrate it and, give a shout out to it, to all of these new features, we wanted to give everybody an incredible offer to take the membership today. I can't remember how long it's running for, maybe a week or so or something like that, but we're giving you 50% off. Actually, I think it's over 50% off if you enroll today.
And
so
that's a first, right?
That is a first. It's a first time we've ever done 50% off, and that is today. So just go to SBL and then the number 50 for 50% off, SBL50.com. It's the number 50, not the letters. SBL50.com. Then you can sign up, be a part of the SBL membership today, get all of them incredible features at 50% off. Hopefully me and Ian might see you in one of our practice labs or one of the monthly workshops and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, and I know you get hit up constantly. I probably get at least 1 or 2 DMs a day asking if I teach privately or, just online or, myself. And I don't have the capacity. I wish I had a cloning device. But until that happens, this is actually a really great way to study personally with Scott, to do these live interactives that we're doing every week. So dive on in. It's a great deal. Who knows if Scott will ever choose to pull the trigger on the 50% discount again. We don't know. We don't know.
You don't know. Well, it's never happened before.
Right.
It's never happened before. So go check it out, SBL50.com. And hopefully we'll catch you on one of the lives and one of the courses. Cool. Right, diving in. The SBLs that failed. Dude, I've got no idea what any of these
SBLs
switches.
that failed. You just said that.
The
SBLs,
you know that? The Fenders. SBL thankfully hasn't failed. The Fenders that failed.
Yeah.
I have no idea how to work these things. What do all these knobs do?
Bro, I got you. So here's the deal. This is an instrument that was invented in 1961. Under Leo Fender, went to 1965. The idea was to give guitar players something that felt familiar. So essentially, it's a guitar, but tuned down an octave. It's huge, too. They're like a bigger scale or a longer scale than a guitar, but it's tuned E to E like a guitar. So you can actually play like cowboy chords. I mean, it sounds really low and murky because it's,
What's the scale length again? 30?
I think it actually is 30 or thereabouts. I think it's a full 30-inch short scale instrument, but came with a tremolo, these sort of like Jaguar pickups, right? Single coils. And the deal with the switches, let's go from the one closest to the horn, Scott. So these are pickup switches. If they're all down, put them all down.
I've noticed that this one, I like it.
Well, you would. You know why? Because that's the neck pickup.
Is that the neck pickup?
Yes,
there
sir.
You go. And
so right now, there should be no sound, right? Right. Now, if you flip that first one up, now you have neck pickup. Yes. Ooh. Now, you can add...
E minor 9.
That's nice. That's nice. Yeah. So you can add the middle pickup, or you can use it on its own, right? Yeah. So middle pickup added... Here it is on its own.
Which is the neck pickup?
The neck pickup is the one that's closest to the horn. Yep. Then you've got that middle pickup, and then, of course, the third switch would be the bridge pickup, right? And that's that.
Is that soloed?
Yeah. You can combine them or solo them, whatever you want. And now check this out. This is so cool. Flip on your neck pickup again. Just the neck pickup.
Yeah.
And then play something. Now I want you to flip that fourth switch.
Ooh.
That's called the strangle switch. And all that does is introduce a low cut, right? Like a high pass filter that cuts out all the bottom. So that combined, like the last two switches on together. Gives you that kind of vibe. Now, you know, you don't have to play this instrument with a pick, right? You could play it with thumb, or you could play, what am I doing? Right? Like you can play bass stuff on it, but dude, do you know why it was invented? Like specifically the thing that it was used for in the beginning, kind of the thrust of it?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Was it invented to double the upright bass?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, dude. Well done. It was invented to do this. Check this out. yeah. Carol Kay used one, for sure. A great example of the tic-tac thing. Essentially, in Nashville, there'd be two bass players on a session sometimes, right? There'd be an upright player and then someone that was playing like a baritone guitar, or post 61, a bass six. Yeah. And they would double the bass six would double the upright.
And is that what they call the tic-tac tone?
Yes, that's the tic-tac thing. Listen to Patsy Cline, Walking After Midnight. Two different parts here.
I go out walking after midnight, out in the moonlight, just like we used to do. I'm always walking.
You know, you've got the bass doing the what key are we in? C? And then you've got the bass six doing this kind of thing, right? Going like maybe with a little bit of spring on it or something, right? Like a little bit of reverb on it.
Love it.
So sometimes they would double each other, but sometimes it would be played as like a completely separate bass. Like two basses on the same thing. Just wild to me.
It's a weird... It's really, just for anybody wondering, because I have wondered before, in terms of the string spacing on this thing, to play fingerstyle, it's a... It's doable, but it's hard.
Yeah.
It's really
crazy.
Hard. Yeah.
Check it out. You mentioned Carol Kay, such a good shout, right? You've got Carol Kay with Sonny and Cher. Now, she didn't play a Fender. She played like a Dan Electro Bass 6. But listen to this.
It was the same vibe, right?
Same vibe, man. And this sound is so, so cool. And it's like, you know, we've done videos on Carol before, but just listen to this again.
Yeah.
Right? That sound.
The beat goes on. The beat goes on. Drums keep pounding a rhythm to the brain. La-da-da-da-dee.
And there's just something about like a 6 that when you hear it, it's such a different vibe. This, like if I play that versus like playing it with fingers or something like on a regular sort of bass tone, like
it's completely different, isn't it?
It's so different, you know? John Lennon. Can we talk about John Lennon for a sec? I'm just trying to fit it all in, Scott.
Listen, I know we're going to get there eventually, Mr. Campbell, but on our way there, we can do some John Lennon.
I mean, we probably shouldn't play too much of it because I feel like the video will just get taken down. But listen to this on Helter Skelter. Check this out. Listen to this. The thing on the left. Oh, this kind of thing. Like, I don't know what pickup he's using. Like, gosh, man.
That track, by the way, if anybody's interested, go check out the date. I think it was 60s still. I think it was pre-Zeppelin. And a lot of those English bands that came out, Zeppelin and all of the other bands that came out around that time, all cited that song as being sort of like an incredible influence with where that sound went. It was, I think that there's an argument to be made that the Beatles started that whole musical movement.
Amazing. Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, okay, so then you've got other bands. Like, I'm going to get to Glenn Campbell at the end. But, Alan, I've been sharing my screen. Alan over on the lead side. I've been sharing my screen. Has it been coming through?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
It's looking
heck
great.
yeah. Great. Check this out. So a completely different vibe, right, of sound and approach would be in the 80s, a Cure, right? Like, check out Pictures of You. Maybe. Here we go. 2 parts. You got one doing like... And then that single note line, what is that? Just how they weave together.
Yeah.
And it's not like a typical approach of guitar playing because the range is so low, right?
Yeah, it's super cool.
I just put a little chorus on, and then you've got sort of like the bass part, quote unquote.
Yeah.
It's so sweet. It's so cool, dude. Can we talk about Glenn Campbell just for a second?
Go on.
Just for a second. I mean, then you got the man himself. You can use this instrument like a solo instrument. You got the man himself playing my favorite solo. I've been roasted online. I think this is my favorite bass solo anyone's ever taken. That's sort of an unpopular opinion, but it's just true. Like
That you
listen to
didn't know.
Yeah, man.
It turned out it was.
What a sound that is. It's got flats on it. Fiesta Red.
And I need you more than
I mean,
you.
tell you what. If anybody's like, hey, what's like a real man like? You go check out some Glenn Campbell. Everybody's
Some
like,
Glenn
hey,
Campbell.
2025. Like what's the picture of like a real man?
Glenn
His name
Campbell.
is Mr. Glenn motherfucking Campbell. Hey, have you used the talent stick on this thing yet, Divine? Have you used this? Are we talking about? Have you checked that out at all?
Doesn't do that so well.
Yeah, it does.
What chord is that?
I was just playing like an F minor. See, there's a ton of movement to get to. Yeah. And I think like a really cool sound is to kind of start the chord with a bend down, like, and then have it release back up. Yeah. Yeah. I just wanted to convert you to this vibe. It's amazing. Also, you have beautiful like guitar chops because you started out as a guitar player. Yeah. Man, and that pesky B string for me, that relationship between the G and the B always throws me because I just haven't spent enough time on guitar shapes.
Dude, Tom Quayle, man. Tom Quayle just tunes it all in fourths. There's
you
a great
serious?
guitar. Yeah. That you can do that,
That's
dude.
allowed?
Yes.
No.
Go check out some Tom Quayle and you'd be like, whoa,
Wow.
yeah. Like you won't want to play like him because he's like fusion ear.
Oh, sure.
But he will, if you want to see it done, yeah, he tunes it in fourths and he's killing.
Incredible. I love that.
Okay, dude.
Do we need to move on?
Let us know in the comments if Ian's basic segment.
I'm moving on, okay? I'm
Was
moving
long
on.
enough.
Let's go. All right, check this out. Okay.
Listen. It needed to happen.
Yeah,
it needed
of course
to
it did.
happen. We've been doing. How long have we been doing this meeting? 4 years now. 4?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh my god.
Oh, 4 years.
Outrageous. It isn't it? It's like 3 or 4 years, I think.
That's insane. Yeah, I mean, and I've loved that instrument for a really long time. Ginger wants to say hi.
Hey, Ginger.
in the bottom left
The
corner.
nose coming up.
Nose, the snout coming up.
Yeah.
Check it out. Okay, so if we go historically, let's take it to 65. So Leo sells to CBS, 1964. 65, CBS is like, let's get some of this. Let's make some new cool stuff. Let's get out of this fuddy-duddy, all these, the P bass.
Yeah.
Let's take it, the jazz bass. Let's take it somewhere new. And they make the Bass V, which looks like the Bass V. All right. And that is going to be this. Take a look. Feast your eyes, Divine,
I've seen all
on
these.
this thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to make this bigger. Oh, well, look at that.
There you go.
So if you take a look at that.
What's going like? So obviously nothing, but it's wide string spacing, right?
Yeah, so it's a wide string spacing. They did like, and it's not tuned B. Like if we think about a 5-string that we see now, they're almost all B, E, A, D, G. This is like, some people refer to this as a tenor 5-string.
E to
but
C.
It's E to C. That's right. All in fourths, like your buddy who
Tom.
Tom.
Yeah.
So E, A, D, G, C, and then look something else. Look at the double dot 12th fret and look how few frets there are past that.
Yeah.
So the idea, I was just looking online because I always knew this is a 15 fret instrument, which is so strange. And they did that to cater to readers.
What,
So
music readers?
Yes. So the idea was, right, that you would be reading staff.
Right.
What?
Is it so the neck's like right underneath your nose or something when you're playing it?
Yeah, it's so that, like if you're reading and you need to make jumps, it was so that you could be more efficient and play more stuff in position.
Oh.
And you didn't have to make as many jumps because if you're
is
reading.
that- Oh, God.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I was being freaking stupid. I get it. It's 15 frets because you don't need above the 15th fret, the 12th fret now because you've got
You have
a
a
C
high
string.
C. Exactly. And in
Got
fact,
it.
that last 15th fret on the C string happens to be an E flat, just like the 20th fret
Got it. Yeah,
of a
yeah,
G
yeah.
string. I don't have a Bass 5, which is killing me. Dude.
Travesty.
I do have a Bass 5, though, that Mr. Saku Viore made for me from Voren Saku. This bass is kind of an homage to some of these failed Fenders, which, if you haven't guessed by now, people, I'm really into the failed Fenders.
It's your favorite ones.
It's my favorite ones. Yeah, man. So the idea was that you would have more space to play. There is that high G, but right here. So you essentially had like a 2-octave span.
And was it a short scale? Is that why it's only
Yes.
like, I'm
Yes.
assuming so, right?
Short scale.
Otherwise,
Exactly
if
right.
it was like normal scale, it would have just looked weird if it only had 15 frets.
Totally. Yes. Short scale, but kind of they were sort of a big instrument. They had a big headstock. Just very cool. And I've just give a little shout out to Mr. Saku Viore too. He's always taking risks, doing cool stuff. This is really fun. I mean, we've got Bass 6 style switches going here, maybe a little bit of Fender Coronado or hollow body vibes with this thing, and then doing the Bass 5. One thing too that I love about this style of instrument, maybe needs a tune, but I'll just put on a little tremolo and then it won't sound like it needs any tuning at all. This chord shape, right?
Incredible. If
You've done
somebody
this.
was like, hey, let me just put on my tuner. And they just didn't tune. They just had a tremolo. No, I don't tune. I've got my tuner tremolo right here.
Covers up any tuning deficiency that you might have. This chord shape, man, like, are you playing this shape a lot? Where you're playing like a root note, the 5th, and then the 10 up high, or the 3rd up an octave. That to me on a 4-string bass is kind of a murky sound. Yeah, it's really nice on that instrument. Yeah, down in this register, I will say like it sounds sort of like, I don't know, it just sounds kind of murky. But then when you have a high C string, it's amazing.
High C's are great for chordal stuff.
Oh, it's so fun for melodies too. It's really, really a fun instrument. So the Bass V, man, I don't know. You ever play one of those?
Failed on like we should get people in the comments. Like we've done the like, what should we do? Should we score them? Should we?
Oh, I like that.
Like what's the move here?
1 to 10 intensity of failure.
Yeah, please in the comments let us know if you actually think these failed, or was the market wrong? You know, give us a 1 to 10 for each of these in terms of like levels of failure.
We've done this before, and this is so hard. Of like, is 10 the most fail? Is 1 the most fail?
1's the most failed. 10 is it's a badass.
10 is like, okay, Bass
Is
VI.
it a badass fail? Though?
Go.
Is it? Like it's a great instrument. Or just share your opinions down below, please. What's up next, dude?
What's up next? Let's see. Let's take a look at the list.
I'll do.
I want to know what you think the Bass VI is on a scale from 1 to 10. Fail or not fail?
Oh, it's not a fail, dude. It's not a fail because it's the sound of a generation of music. Actually,
yes,
it's not a fail. So
they only made them to 75, but then there was a resurgence in the 90s. There was a Japanese reissue, maybe even in the 80s. I don't know about that. And then the custom shop started cranking them out, and then Squier started to do them.
So they're still making them now, right?
They're still making them now. They make custom shops, they make Squiers. So like both ends of the spectrum. I'm giving it a 9. I think it's such a cool model. I think there's so much you can do with it. I'm not going to put it at a 10. Give me a break.
I'm giving it a 9. I'm on the bandwagon.
Wow. How
I'm
about
on the 9?
5?
And then in terms of the Bass 5, I kind of like it. I'm going to give that a confident 7.
Wow. I'm going to go lower. I think still like there's not a ton of application really for it. I'm going to give it a 5.
Reading.
I'm going to give it a 5, dude. Reading. Jeff Berlin, man. Jeff Berlin's got to get a Bass 5. Then he doesn't have to move his hand. It'll be fine. All right. Hey, let's look at the next one on the list, which is the Fender Coronado.
Oh,
Scott
I might have a
Devine.
beautiful clip.
You do? Oh, and I have a beautiful Coronado.
Oh.
Before we hear your amazing clip, and I'll plug this in, I have to say that I haven't played this a ton, but Yannick Wisdala came over to my house and played this bass and just totally fell in love with it. Just totally fell in love with it. And then Madison built him an instrument that was hollow, kind of as like an homage because he was so pumped about
No way.
a Coronado.
Was this the kind of seed that
This was the seed, yes,
Wow.
for that acoustic instrument that
Incredible.
that Madison made. Madison. Am I saying- Yeah, okay.
Mattison?
Mattison. Thank
Sorry, Anders.
you. 66 to 72. Their attempt to answer Gibson, Gretsch, Guild.
Yeah.
That was all building hollow body bass guitars, and they were getting really popular. You got, Jack Cassidy playing one. You got, why am I blanking on his name? Pick player jazz. Come on.
Steve Swallow.
Yeah, Steve Swallow playing a hollow body. But who played this? Did anybody?
I don't know anybody that.
Not really, right?
I'll tell you who plays one now, though, or used to a few years ago.
Yeah.
Incredible Italian bass player, Dario Dieda, and here he is playing a bass almost identical to that. This is Putting on the Ritz.
Cool. He sounds so good.
He's sick, isn't he?
Oh, da, 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 da.
putting on the Ritz. Oh,
That is so cool. Wow.
check out Dario. He's just incredible.
monster.
Haven't had him on the channel yet, but I've just been a massive fan for so long.
So
Anyway,
cool.
dude, yeah, like what's the bass all about? What did it feel like? What does it sound like when you play
It's nice
it?
and light. I mean, you
Yeah.
heard like him. He has like this beautiful like acoustic sound. It has that sort of
Yeah.
like acoustic.
Short scale as well? I think it
Yes,
is,
sir.
actually. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ooh. It's got a great vibe, hasn't it?
Man, yeah. Not cool. Yeah. I mean, and you know, the other thing, of course, is you grab a pick and then it's kind of like.
Yeah.
You know, like a Sting thing. You know,
Love it.
so sweet.
What are you giving it? 1 to 10?
Whenever I play it, I'm like, oh dang, I should just play this bass, you know.
yeah.
But it's really buzzy. The bridge floats. It doesn't intonate so great. Like I had it out on the road with an artist for a little while, and I kind of like stopped bringing it because it was just depending on the lights. It'd be really buzzy, would feed back, right?
Yeah.
It's just like a little bit hard to deal with.
As Mike League would say, it's kind of like your drunk uncle.
Yeah, it kind of is like entertaining.
Yeah.
and with a
Great hang.
singular voice.
A singular hang, great.
It's like-
great hang, but you don't want to be with them all the time.
Yeah, great hang until it isn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Great hang
that.
at the
Yeah,
beginning
yeah.
of the night.
Yeah.
I would say this never really caught on, and I bought this bass for a song. I mean, they were essentially giving these away in the like early 2000s. I probably bought this in like 2006 or something and paid like $1,100 for it, just because like no one cared about these instruments at all. But I really have a soft spot in my heart for it. I think it's really cool. I think it's sort of underrated. So I'm giving it a 7.
Ooh. I'm going 7.
Nice.
I'm not just doing what Ian's doing, by the way, everybody watching this. I truly
Yeah.
think it's about a 7.
Can we move on to the next
Yeah.
thing on my list here?
Yeah, what's on the
Okay.
list?
The next thing on my list is the Antigua finish.
Oh,
So-
I
so
love
instead-
the Antigua finish. Come
Oh,
on.
me too. Yeah. But check it out. Do you know the history of the Antigua finish? Just say
I
no.
should do because you have told me before, but I do not. I have
Okay.
forgotten.
So Fender's making a bunch of these, and they're making a guitar version, and they burn a bunch of them near the edge where they're putting on the binding. And they're like, shit. And instead of scrapping all of the bodies, they invented a new finish. And I think they burned the binding on maybe a white model.
Yeah.
And so instead they did this sort of like grayish, greenish burst that bursted into like a cream. And they called it Antigua.
Antigua.
And they leaned in, man. They put it on the pick guard, right?
That's
and everything.
freaking awesome, actually, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And those guitars caught on. A few people played them, but essentially it was like nobody wants this finish. They even did 1967 and 68 basses, Coronados in Antigua,
Yeah.
but they were not that popular. So they scrap it. Coronados are done in 72, and then in 77 and 78, somebody in a boardroom was like, you know,
Can you remember that old finish we did? Let's slam it on some jazz basses.
Yeah, they're like, you know what? Let's bring that shitty finish back.
Yeah, look at it. Oh,
And they brought it back, man.
Frickin' will have a fist fight with anybody that doesn't think that Antigua is a badass color. Look at it.
I mean, it's just, it's awesome.
Yeah.
This is probably my favorite bass that I've ever owned. But again, I bought this, I think, in 2003, and no one cared. Like, I saw this finish on the internet and was like, what is that? I love that.
Yeah. I loved
and
it
I
when I
didn't know
first
how
saw it, yeah.
polarizing. What's that?
I loved it when I first heard it. So
Oh, you did?
loved it. Yeah, loved it.
Yeah,
It's
I
wicked.
saw it and I was like, whoa, that is wild. And it really grew on me. I love the white undercoat that you can see coming through. So they did this on a bunch. They went hard in the paint for Antigua in 77, 78,
And it's
79.
hard, isn't it? It's hard to pull off for like other makers doing it now. It's actually
It's really
super
difficult.
tricky.
Yes.
I
They
wonder
did it
why.
on I think because what we're used to now is seeing the sort of greened out ones.
Yeah.
They did it on Tellys, Strats, and then they did it on jazz basses, P basses, Mustangs, and Telecaster basses. It's
Wow.
foreshadowing. But check this out. I've got two from 78. And if you can kind of see, this one has seen a little bit more smoky bar than this one. This is like a Closet Queen P bass that is just clean as a frickin' whistle. There's like nothing on
And
it,
that's
but you can
kind of
kind of
how it
see.
looked. Yeah.
Yeah,
The one
so like
the one on your right is obviously, sponsored by Marlboro.
yeah, and they get like this one isn't even as green as they get. Some of them get really like
Yeah, I've
gross.
seen some like crazy,
just
crazy ones.
nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I would take a bullet for this finish, man. Like
Yes,
I
agreed.
love it. I love this finish so much. One instrument, I think, there's other makers that are doing homages to it. There's one that I actually think is really cool. Novo does their version of Antigua.
That's
call it-
cool.
It's cool, right?
Yeah,
they
it's
call
cool,
it toasted marshmallow.
Yeah.
And it's like a brown around the edges. And the secret to Antigua is doing the pick guard also. Right?
Yeah.
Like that's what really makes it, that's what sells the finish to me. They even did the headstock. Look at that. That's pretty cool.
It's cool. It's cool. It's slightly different on the edges. It's like they've got the middle bit right, but they've obviously not tried to get it, authentically like an Antigua because the edges are super tricky to get.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10 because I freaking love Antigua.
Yeah. It's a 10 in my heart forever.
There you go.
It's a 10.
Oof. Well, you just mentioned the next one earlier.
Let's do it. Telecaster bass.
The Telecaster bass. Yeah.
So quickly, Fender puts out the first bass in 1951, slab with a single coil pickup, the precision bass. They bring that out in the late 60s as a reissue essentially, but they call it the Telecaster bass. Right?
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of folks that use it, but then somebody at CBS is like, let's completely change the pickup design of that. And the second version of the Telecaster bass, introduced in 1971, looks like this.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So slab body. They do the one cover here.
Mudbucker.
And then this giant Seth Lover mudbucker.
Yeah.
And this one, they do the Telly headstock, right? Which is similar
cool.
as the,
I like that. Yeah.
This has, they didn't have, the ones in the 70s did not have paddle tuners like this. These are put on, aftermarket. But man, this instrument is wild sounding.
How long did they do these? Oh, it says here 71 to 79.
Yeah. So 8 years they try to sell this thing. And I mean, this thing, that's tone all the way. I know, dude. It's just blowing up my stuff.
Yeah.
Like that's tone all the way up. But it's got like the notes up here. It just sound huge.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of a cool thing, man.
I love it, man. I love it. And this is the reason why Billy Sheehan has got one of those big ass mudbuckers on his bass, because he went, I can't remember who he was watching playing when he was a kid, but he said he had a P pickup and he had one of these mudbuckers, which was obviously either one of these basses or influenced by one of these basses.
Yeah,
So yeah.
I think it was a Gibson. I think he was influenced by the EB2s that had that big dark
maybe that was it.
mudbucker.
Yeah.
And Fender was influenced by Gibson in that way.
So did Gibson, the EB2, come before this? Yeah.
100%.
Right. Okay.
EB2 started in 58. They got that mudbucker, I think, in 59 or 60. And then they just carried that thing into the 70s. So Fender was like, we should probably do something with a big old dumb sounding muddy pickup.
Yeah.
But it's got a vibe, man. It's like
I
no
love it.
high end.
Yeah, I love it.
Hey, let me just say too. So check this out. I got to give a shout out because I'm scrolling Reverb, Scott, like the other day, as I do, right?
Was it late at night?
I come across this bass. Yeah, it was late at night. Yeah.
Under the
And I was like,
covers.
just with like the screen brightness down as low as it goes.
Yeah, the wife's looking at you like, what is he looking
What
at?
is he looking at?
Yeah,
And
and
it's
then
a-
she like leans over and she's like, "Oh no, my worst fear."
She's like, I thought it was.
fear is
She thought it
basses.
was that word, but it's
Yeah.
that word of a different kind.
Yeah.
So I see that this instrument exists in Minnesota, and I was like, no way. That's crazy. It must be like a private seller. It'd be really fun because this is in really nice shape. It's a 72.
Yeah.
So second year it was made. And then I see it's like in Edina, Minnesota, which is super close to me. I was like, oh, it must be a dude. No, it's called guitars.net. And I thought that has to be fake. Yeah. No one calls anything .net anymore. And then I look into it a little more. It's a place called Stevie's Guitars. And I they had pictures of their showroom. I popped in and I
you walked out
couldn't-
with a bass.
Dude, I couldn't believe it. It was full
Seriously?
of people and cool stuff. They had custom shop Fender stuff. They had Novo stuff. They had some really cool vintage pieces.
And this is near, how far from your house?
Dude, it's like 5 miles from my house. And I met the guy, I think his name was JP. And if I'm screwing that up, my friend, I am so sorry. But I believe it was JP. I walked in and this guy who was holding a bass just looked at me and said, "Oh, Ian." Like, and I said, hey, magical men of this incredible music store. So I said, hey man, like I played this, it was so cool. I said, Scott and I are going to do a podcast tomorrow about the oddball Fenders. What are the chances that I could borrow this instrument for the podcast and then bring it back to you? And they said, totally. So shout out to the guys, man, at Stevie's Guitars, guitars.net, if you'd like to find it.
And just you guys know that there's still a chance that Ian might buy that bass.
There is every chance.
If he walks
There is
in
every
with tears
chance.
in his eyes, just, give him a discount. He'll love you forever.
Please, fellas, just hook your boy up. Wow. Okay. So, I mean, this is actually one that I have wanted to add to the collection for a long time.
Really?
Yeah, dude. I mean, also, dude, just look at this pick guard.
Yeah,
I think the pick guard is so
I'm
cool.
bored. I think it's wicked. It's wicked. I'm going to give it 7.5 out of 10.
Wow. Yeah, man. It's a 7 for me. I think it's cooler in theory. Although on a gig, man, that big old sound
Exactly.
might be awesome.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right.
Okay.
7.5.
So next up, we've had the Telecaster Bass 71 to 79. This next one also comes in 71, but lasts 2 years longer, lasts to 81.
Sure does.
It's the Musicmaster.
It is indeed the Musicmaster.
Yeah. Which is a Strat pickup, right?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So this, they make this and the Mustang. This comes out as like an even more affordable version of the Mustang. Mustang's designed to be a student instrument. This comes out at like a cheaper price point, slightly different pickguard shape, one pickup. And these guys at CBS, man, they're just like I don't know, man. Throw whatever pickup you want in it. And it is literally a 6 pole piece Strat pickup.
That is outrageous.
It's outrageous. Can you imagine?
They just stuck it in.
They just stuck it in. They're like, whatever. And I gotta say, I think these sound awful.
Yeah.
I mean, you can crank them up, you can boost them, and you can, roll the tone back, and they'll get nice and dark. Or, I mean, I think with a bass that quote unquote sounds bad, the best thing to do is to just like
lean into it, go with like unique sound, yeah.
Yeah, and like, and lean into the rattle.
Right? Yeah.
But
it's actually incredible that they lasted for, what is it, 11 years? No.
Yeah.
10 years.
I know. Yeah. This one too is Daphne Blue, which was the most rare. This is a first year of production, Scott, I must tell you. Also, you know what they call these tuners?
You've told me before. Hit me.
Fishtails.
Fishtails, that's it.
These are fishtail tuners.
You have mentioned there was a couple of famous recordings on one of these, right?
I don't think so.
Was it not Tina Weymouth that you were mentioning before, or was that like modded to hell?
Tina Weymouth, I think, played more of a Mustang, but it had like a single coil pickup maybe in the neck. It was modded. It wasn't like a straight Musicmaster.
Right,
guys, there's probably great examples of people playing Musicmasters. I couldn't find it. I thought for sure there's going to be a bunch of people playing these. No. And you can get a replacement pickup for it. But boy, man, it's I think it just doesn't sound that inspiring.
Guys, let us know in the comments, what are you voting for this one? The next one, though.
But what are you giving it, Scott Devine?
Me?
Come on.
Oh, did I miss it? What did you give one?
No.
I'm gonna go 4 out of 10. Actually, 3.5.
It's a 3 for me. It's pretty like. Nah.
Shame on you, Fender. Okay, next up, 1984 to 1995. I'm really excited for this one because I've got a fun story about it. I've got a fun story about it. It is the Precision Light.
Do you have a photo?
LYTE. I don't. Have you got a photo?
No,
I've got a video.
You have a video. Yeah, that's right.
I've got the video. Should we watch the video first?
Yeah, let's watch the video.
Okay, let's watch the video. This is Thaddeus Tribbett, absolutely killing it. This is in a rehearsal with his brother. They were rehearsing here for the Tiny Desk video that they did, I think a few years back, but check it out.
Yeah, but this dude would sound good on a log. Let's go. Little fourths. Hell yeah.
Look at his brother's face.
Killing. So fun.
Anyway, what a vibe, right? So the story is that I was a massive Thaddeus Tribbett fan. He was the bass player on Jill Scott Live. Like that album that everybody went nuts about. In the 90s, was that? Or early 2000s? Anyway, Jill Scott Live. Yeah, not Jill Scott Heron, the other Jill Scott. And him and I think his other brother was playing drums on that. And I just absolutely loved that album. And I found out that he was playing a Precision Light. And I loved the sound. I was like, yeah, I'm going to get a Precision Light. You know what it's like. PJ. I went and got this Precision Light.
You didn't sound like Thaddeus?
I don't think I've ever hated a bass as much as this freaking precision light. I don't know if it was a dud one or what. It was the worst. I could not get a decent sound out of this thing.
Wow.
And I can remember it because I was like so happy about the bass.
Yeah.
And I did the like just such an error. I can't even say schoolboy error. It was like it was below that.
Yeah.
I got the bass, was so excited, and I took it on a gig without trying it. So it came in the post. I was like, I just went, oh, no. Oh, wicked. Yeah, it works. And then I just put it in the gig bag and went. I was like, oh my God, tonight I'm going to sound dope. And I just couldn't get it to sound it was just sounded like crud. It was awful. Yeah. So there you go.
Downsized body, PJ, made in Japan, 11-year run. I remember seeing him in the music store too, thinking like, it's like a little P bass. And I mean, I'm a big dude, so I've never wanted like a little bass. So to me, I was like, eh. But Thaddeus sounds great.
Thaddeus sounds
but like
incredible. Yeah. I'm just going to
Cat would sound great on whatever. Right.
Shall I pull this up here? There you go. If you share my screen out, there you go.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like PJ and it's not huge. It's not like crazy smaller, but I can't remember what it was made of, but it was, as you would imagine, it was light. It was light, and boy, the sound was light. There was zero bottom end. So I think, I don't know whether Thaddeus has just got a badass version. I think it might have been the other way around. I think I might have just had a crap version.
Yeah. Well,
there you go.
In this same era, I'm going to share here and show you something from come on, Allison, where would it be? I thought I was going to be so slick. No.
Well, while you're doing that, people of the interwebs, give us your vote down below for the P Light, Precision Light.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. There it is.
I'm going 4 out of 10. Hit us with it, Ian. Hit us with it.
4 out of 10. I'm going to say...
Oh, I love the look of these.
Yeah, me too. I'm going to say 3 out of 10. I don't care about the P Light at all.
Yeah.
For me.
I do care about these though, yeah.
The Elite.
The Elite with the lace sensors, dude.
Yes, dude. I did it for you, Divine. I know you love a lace sensor. I did it for you. It's okay. Ginger was like, oh my God, what's happening? She started to lose it in here. I started to yell. She was like, what's happening?
Sorry,
is the world
Ginger.
Ending? Dual P, okay, right?
Yeah.
Dual P. I feel like, there have been manufacturers that have tried that over the years, and you've played, RKM makes a dual P now, and it sort of comes like resurges and then sort of falls away. But this also is a finish that I absolutely love. It's called Bronze Strato Burst.
It's freaking awesome. Look at it.
Dude.
It's beautiful.
Let's get in on those lace sensors. Let's go a little Fender.
Lace sensor pickups, just like Clapton had on his signature model Fender. I actually was listening to Eric Clapton yesterday afternoon in the Royal Albert Hall with Nathan East. Killing it. And I messaged, if Nathan was watching this, Nathan, shout out to you. You'll know if he watches this. I messaged Nathan and I was like, I actually videoed him and I was like, I'm listening to you with Eric Clapton. And
That's so awesome. That's so awesome. Yeah. Well, shout out to the Strato Burst. Shout out to lace sensor pickups. Shout out to these crazy knobs. Shout out to these
the whole
switches.
Thing. Yeah, I love the knobs. I love everything.
Check this out, dude. This is crazy. They did this bridge with fine tuners. Look at the dials.
Yeah.
Those are like, so you can tweak the intonation just right. I love it. This was at Andy Baxter's, just up the road from you. Yeah. I considered, I saw this, I was like,
did you?
Yeah. But didn't do it. All good.
It's really nice. I think that more people should do them bursts. It's like a fade.
Yeah,
rather than a burst. Like F-Bass have been doing them. That brown F-belt, that was a sort of like killer. A dark to more of a fade, I guess. Yeah, I don't know what they call it.
So killer. So should we pop over to the Katana? 1 year, Scott.
Yeah.
Originally, this instrument, the Fender Katana. Where is it?
We've made a mistake.
Where is it? Gosh,
Whose
man.
freaking idea
There
is
it
this?
is. There it is. All right. So Fender, they're like, all right, it's 85. There's all these companies. There's Hamer and there's Jackson and Kramer and all these crazy shapes and pointy angles. They're like, we need to do something, right? And they made this, man. I mean, they made this instrument. Now, this is actually the Hama Okamoto. Hama Okamoto. I'm sure I'm just butchering
His
that
signature
pronunciation.
bass, yeah.
His signature bass.
So this
Japanese
is a
bass
reissue
player.
of it, isn't it?
Yeah. But basically, it was a P bass with a pointy headstock and crazy body, and sounds like this.
Enough. I know enough.
I mean, the Katana, man. I'm a bit of a Fender completionist. Yeah. All right. I mean, it's a P bass with a wacky body, right, and a pointy headstock. I will say, like, even as a bit of a Fender completionist, like, I'm like, oh, I'd love to have like one cool example of all of them. I don't care if I ever own a Katana, like, personally.
Sleep easy. Fender, get your shit together with the signature artist thing.
Yeah, Fender. What Scott said.
You over my shoulder. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this the other day. I was looking at that. Like, I don't care about that bass. Like, I don't think anybody's going to buy that bass.
Right.
Like, I think I was looking at John Button the other day and like, who plays for The Who? And I was like, messaging him on Instagram. And then I liked one of his posts, and he was like, and he's there and he's like looking godlike with his P bass, and he's like playing with The Who. And I'm like, where's the John Button signature bass?
100. Yeah. I mean, he would want a 60 style P bass, and they maybe feel like that's already been covered a number of times. But I agree with you. Like, Fender is notorious for just putting out the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, I just think their freaking signature choices recently have been questionable.
Yeah.
At best.
Well, are you ready for another questionable Fender? Check this out.
Sorry,
bro.
I actually met Andy Mooney online once, and he was lovely. So just while I am ribbing Fender, I will say that Andy Mooney is freaking an awesome guy, and
That's
actually
cool.
worked in Wakefield way back
way.
when. Yeah. Oh, he's got
on.
an incredible story.
Nike
Andy
and-
Mooney is the
right?
CEO of Fender. Awesome story. Yeah. Anyway, carry on.
I mean, I don't know if you're seeing this in front of you, but they keep the Katana headstock and they make what's called the Performer. They rehouse those lace sensors into some crazy diamonds, right? They give you a little traction on those knobs, bruh. You got a little purchase when you're spinning those tasty knobs.
Yeah.
Right? And they make this. Now, I will say...
Listen, I freaking love this.
It's kind of sick, right?
It's sick. This is the one I was talking about yesterday.
Yes,
This is
good.
the bass. I was like, describe it. I was got these weird horns, and I was like,
Yeah.
I freaking love the look of this. And the lace sensors don't hurt either.
Bro, 24 frets. I mean,
Yeah.
and this color is really cool too. I think they called this like candy green. Just
Love it.
awesome.
And it was
this
only
lasted
2
2
years. Oh,
years.
you lasted
yeah.
for 2 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they're pretty rare to find, and they're going for, more money than they have. But give me your rating on the Katana.
Oh,
and
8
then
out of 10. Oh, Katana. Is that? Oh,
that was
2
the
out
first
of
one.
10.
2 out of 10. Yeah,
2 out
I'm
of
with
10.
you. And give me your rating on the Performer, the one we just saw.
8 out of 10.
8? Wow.
I love it. I think it looks
You love
awesome.
It. It's a
Yeah.
6 for me, but I love that you love it. I
love
think you
it.
need one. Let's find you one, right?
Stop it.
Okay, here, check
Dude,
this
you
out.
forgot. Well, maybe it shouldn't have been
What,
in
what,
here.
what?
I don't. Maybe it shouldn't have been here. But we were talking about like, should the Kubiki Factor be in here?
I didn't put the Factor in because
Can we have an honourable mention of the Factor?
for sure. Gosh, I don't have one in arm's reach right now. I can find one for you though on the internet.
Find the picture. Yeah.
So,
It wasn't
do you know the
failed. I
story?
don't think it was failed. Yeah, go for it, Ian.
Well, so, you've got Philip Kubicki, who makes this incredible, just very modern 80s bass. I think they are one of the coolest looking basses of the 80s. And here, I'll just pull up a bunch of them for us here. Right? Like, take a look at that.
Oh, look at that one on the right.
I know. I highlighted that one especially for you.
Because
Right?
that's my favorite color.
Because I know this is your favorite color.
Yeah, because that's
Just
the one
that
that Stu
blue
Ham
burst.
played, the blue burst back in
Yeah.
the day. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, so you got Stu Ham, you got Vale Johnson.
Yeah.
Like, look at this thing. All
at
right. Sign
Sign
up to
up for
win
a chance to.
so, right, it's a headless instrument, meaning that it tunes at the bridge, but it does have a headstock where the ball ends go. And if I zoom in on that, let's see, look at this guy. Yeah, look at this. So ball ends go there, and then you've got that lever that gives you an extension down to a D, and then you can actually fret a D sharp or E flat. You can actually then fret an E. You just get rid of that lever and you've got drop D.
Yeah.
But all of your positioning stays the same because it's an extension. Scott and I have talked about this before. I have a couple of these basses, and so do you.
I have a
Mr.
couple as
Divine.
well.
Yes, you do. They're so cool. Fender buys this brand either in the late 80s, like 89 or 90, I believe. And they start the custom shop. FCS. They do a stamp, an oval stamp, FCS, in the back of the headstock of this particular brand. So their idea when they started the custom shop, at least for basses, was that they were going to offer something that was like outside of the norm, something wild, right? And they were going to still put their Fender stamp on it, but it was going to be custom shop. And the Kubiki was the first custom shop instrument that Fender made for a bass. And man, they ended up selling, like, quickly Nirvana comes out and stuff that looks like this just goes by the wayside.
The scene, the music, fashion scene completely changed.
Just collapses. And Fender goes, yuck, and sells it back to Kubiki. Yeah. And then Philip makes this instrument for years until he passes, sadly, I believe, of cancer. But they are still making them.
They're still doing them now,
They're
aren't they?
still doing them. If you email Carla, who has been working there forever, will answer your email same day. I mean, it's just incredible. They still do them. They're amazing.
They play incredibly. They're really unique. They're short. They're 32-inch scale. They play incredible. They don't sound short scale. They don't feel short scale, actually. They're incredible instruments. Really.
We should do a full-on episode on that thing and the people that played them, and because it's like it needs its own.
Yeah, we should do. Yeah.
Can I give you one? Well, give me the Kubiki rating.
9.5 out of 10.
Yeah, dude, I'm with you. I think they're so cool. They're quintessential. They don't look silly. Like Fender tries with the Katana and the Performer, and they look sort of like silly, or they kind of look like, well, we'll try an 80s thing too.
Yeah.
But you've got Philip Kubicki, who makes this thing that is like Testarossa vibes. It's like Countach. It's Vector. It's like that supercar aesthetic in a bass. So sick.
Nailed it.
9.5. Did you ever play a Starcaster, Scott Devine?
Pull up the picture. Have you got one? Or have you got a picture?
I don't have one, but I do have a picture. Did you ever play this bass?
I didn't, and I freaking love the way
I
it looks.
know. Look at this thing.
Yeah,
Let's
I think it
see if I
looks
can get it
great.
closer. Yeah, man. I mean, what a cool. So they never made a Starcaster bass. They made a Starcaster guitar that was a big failure, but of course it became very rare. And like Dave Kooning from Killers played one. I think that's what he played Mr. Brightside on.
Got it.
So in guitar world, they're sought after and super rare. But they never made a bass until I believe 2013. And then they stopped production in the next year. I think
So
they only made a
did
few of
year
them.
of it.
Yes.
Wow.
My buddy Rob has one. I need to look at this headstock too. How sick is
played
that?
it?
No, I'd love to play it. How cool is that?
It looks great. It's
I know.
obviously the Novo that you were holding before.
kind of similar vibe.
Like, got a similar vibe, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is hollow, probably semi-hollow. I imagine there's a block down the center. And they redid those two. Look at those pickups look familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had some lying around. They were like, hey,
yeah. And I don't know if those are the true Seth Lover pickups or whatever, but they look like them. So they're probably some kind of reissue. They made this, I believe this was a Mexican-made instrument, so it wasn't super expensive. They never did a US version. I don't think they did any in the custom shop. And they kind of do their version of a badass bridge on it.
Yeah.
And I remember when they came out, they were cheap. They also did a Coronado reissue at the same time that didn't do much. But this one I've always been intrigued by, and I'd never played one.
I love it. I love the way it looks. I'm going to go
kinda love it too.
7 out of 10.
Wow.
7 out of 10. What are you going
I
for?
can't. I don't know. I've never played it, so I'm gonna give it a cautious 5.5.
Cautious 5.5.
That's it, Scott. I mean, what's the Mr. Divine? What's the takeaway? What's the takeaway from today?
Freaking bass are cool, dude.
Basses are
The
totally
takeaway
awesome.
is that even though some stuff fails, it can still be awesome.
So awesome.
That the
And
market sometimes doesn't know best.
right. And sometimes something is too early, right? Like
Too niche.
or kind of like designed for a purpose and then finds another purpose later. I feel that way with the Six, like Bass 6 for Tic Tac, and then that music isn't being made, in the 80s, but then the Cure grabs it and does something different with it.
Yeah.
Just
Fender buys Kubiki, and then music changes. Nirvana comes out. Like
Yes.
the 80s music, like everybody's like, So, everybody wants kind of like old vintagey looking instruments. And if you're making something that looks like a Lamborghini, you're in, you know what I mean? It's,
Yeah.
So I think that sometimes sometimes people just, have bad luck with it, whether it's sort of like musical fashion changes or it's too niche and it just doesn't appeal to a wide enough audience. They might have put together an incredible instrument with incredible design aesthetic that's really like useful and sounds great. But if it's for to like a niche audience, then it just well, if you're building factory instruments, which Fender are, you know what I mean? They need to shift a lot of product.
But I like it. There's a bunch more too. What have we missed, guys? I mean, I feel like we missed the Rascal bass. I feel there's a bunch of signatures. Like we didn't talk about the Roscoe Beck signature bass. Remember that thing?
Dude, I freaking love the Roscoe
Right?
Beck. Yeah,
Yeah.
like there's some great players play that bass. I've never played one. I'm always intrigued.
I know.
When I see the Roscoe
and I
Beck.
guess
Yeah.
that those I was like, those maybe aren't as much failures. But in the comments, what have we missed? Let us know if we're like, oh, you guys, you forgot the most miserable POS that Fender ever made, and it's this. I don't know. But I will say, I'm going to echo Scott's thing and just add one thing that, like, even if something has a reputation, check it out still. Like, see if it might be right for you or might be right for a niche thing that you're doing, because there's opportunities to plant a flag with pieces of gear, right? Like, there's this opportunity to like become kind of synonymous with a style of instrument. And if you're the kind of player, if you're like the artist style player where you don't want to have, you don't care about having a P bass and a jazz bass and a Music Man, but you just want to have like one kind of wacky thing that is your thing, check out some of these things that they just haven't been claimed yet.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of these things. And I think there's just opportunity in that.
100%. Let us know what we missed, guys, in the comments. And thanks for hanging today. Oh, and remember, if you've been thinking about joining the membership over at Scott's Bass Lessons and actually leveling your chops up on these beautiful instruments, go to sbl50.com. You can get 50% off the membership this week. I'll put a link down below. I should have put a link down below. I've put a link down below in the description. You'll also be able to get it there. And hopefully me and Ian will be able to hang out with you actually live on one of our practice labs or in one of the live workshops that we do. We'd love to have you on board with us. With that said, take it easy. We'll see you in the shed.